Welcome back, third grade. In this video I will be teaching you how to find the volume of a rectangular prism. Okay. Before we get started, there are a couple things that I want you to grab. So lesson worksheet 121 goes along with this video, and you'll need a pencil to complete it as well. Okay. So before we get started, I want to quickly review how to find perimeter and how to find area, because volume is going to be the next step on that. So let's find perimeter. Let's say I've got a rectangle here and I want to find the perimeter. Remember, for perimeter we do length plus width plus length plus width. Okay, and let's say that this is 4 inches, this side's 4 inches, this side's 2 inches, and this side is 2 inches. So to find the perimeter, I would do 4 plus 2 plus 4 plus 2. This would be 6, this would be 6, and all together the perimeter would equal 12 inches. Okay, perimeter, remember, that's the distance around a two-dimensional shape like a rectangle. The next thing we learned about was area. And area was how much space does this two-dimensional shape take up. So if this is still 4 inches and this is 2 inches, the length is 4 inches, the width is 2 inches, the area, when we find area, we do length times width. And in this case it would be 4 is our length, 4 inches, times 2 inches. So area equals 4 times 2. My area was 8 square inches. Alright, we're going to take this one step further now, and we will be finding volume. Okay, and we can find volume on three-dimensional shapes, so like a square, a rectangle, a quadrilateral, a pentagon, an octagon. Those are all two-dimensional shapes. And a few lessons ago we learned about rectangular prisms. This is a rectangular prism. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different faces. Okay, and then remember, these are edges, and the corners are called a vertex, and when you have more than one vertex you call it a vertex. Okay, that's just review from a previous lesson. Alright, so we can find the volume, how much space this takes up, by using cubes. Okay, I could take all these cubes, stack a whole bunch of them along the bottom, and then build up until I built this entire shape. Okay, that's kind of what we're trying to figure out here. How many of these cubes will fit into this shape? When we're finding volume, that's what we're trying to figure out. This is where you need lesson worksheet 121. So we'll go through that, and I'll do that all on the board here. Okay, so for problem number 1, when we're trying to find volume, we want to do, so I'm going to put a V for volume. Anytime you see this V today, it will be for volume. V equals volume. Alright, so V. To find your volume, you want to do your length times the width, also times your height. So we're going to multiply 3 different numbers here to find the volume. The length goes right here, and it takes 1, 2 cubes to build the bottom row there. The next number, the height, is how tall it is. Well, it is 2 cubes high. And then the last number I need is the width. And that's right here. And that is 2 cubes wide. So my length is 2, my width is 2, and my height is 2 cubes. So I'm going to put those numbers into the formula I just wrote here. This is a formula, length times width times height. So 2 times 2 times 2, and that will tell me my volume. Okay. So I'm going to do this part first, 2 times 2, and I know that is 4. And then I have this part left, so I need to bring that down. So 4 times 2 is what I'm left with. And my volume here would be 8 cubes. It would take 8 cubes to build this cube here. It would take 8 smaller cubes to build this larger cube. Trying to figure out the volume. Remember, volume equals length times width times height. And my length is right here. That is 1, 2, 3. So for the L, I'm going to put a 3. For the width, that is 2 cubes wide. So I'm going to put a 2 here. So 3 times 2, but I also need the height yet. I forgot to write a 3 down here, so go ahead if you didn't already. And then I am going to find the height, and the height is 2 cubes high. So 3 times 2 times 2. Okay, so I can do this where I do this part first, or I can do it where I multiply 2 times 2 first. Whichever way is easier for you is fine. Multiplication, it does not matter the order you multiply in. Okay? I'm going to do 3 times 2 just because that part is first, and I know 3 times 2 is 6, and then I'm left with 6 times 2. So altogether, my volume equals 12 cubes. Let's try number 3. So I need to know my length. My length is 1, 2, 3 cubes. Okay. I need to know my height. My height is 1, 2, 3 cubes. And I need to know my width. And my width is 1, 2, 3 cubes. Okay? So if you remember, the formula for volume is V equals length, so 3, times width, times 3, times your height, times 3. And I do this part first, and I know 3 times 3 is 9. Then I'm left with 9 times 3, and I know that 9 times 3 is 27. So my volume here for number 3 is 27 cubes. Okay. I'm going to demonstrate how to do number 4. I would encourage you to hit pause and try it on your own first. For number 4, you also need to find your length, your width, and your height. My length is 1, 2, 3, 4 cubes. My height is 1, 2, 3 cubes tall. And my width is 1, 2 cubes wide. So I'm going to do 4 times 2 times 3. Times 2 is 8. And I have that part left, so I need to do times 3, and 8 I did was I just moved it down here. 8 times 3 is 24. 24 cubes. Okay. So the important part to remember is volume is how much space, so volume will tell you how much space a three-dimensional shape will take up. And to find volume, we want to know the length times the width times the height, and that will tell you your volume. I hope you found this video helpful, and good luck to you on finding volume. See you, third grade.